A Massillon landlord will pay $850,000 to settle housing discrimination lawsuits.
The U.S. attorney says the couple discriminated against African Americans who tried to rent units from 3 of their apartment complexes. 5 on your side, troubleshooter Joe Paganakis is just back from Massillon. Joe, this case sends a strong message.
Lee, the U.S. attorney is warning that if landlords don't follow fair housing practices, it will cost them big time.
It's just almost unbelievable in this day and age.
Omar Abdullah says he was aware of what was allegedly going on at the Massillon apartment complex next door. The Department of Justice filing this civil lawsuit against John L. Ruth and his wife Mary, alleging the couple discriminated against African Americans who wanted to rent apartment units from them since 2001. The U.S. attorney says fair housing advocates came forward to report the alleged Fair Housing Act violations.
The Department of Justice and the U.S. Attorney's Office, we were working side by side with those people in appropriate cases to help protect people's rights.
And according to federal investigators, in more than 60 pages of federal depositions, 7 former managers of the Ruths were actually instructed to thwart renting to African Americans. According to investigators, some of those managers were even fired for not complying with the Ruths' orders. Investigators say former employee Gregory Mays testified Mr. Ruth instructed him, quote, "We're getting too many black people," end quote, and that Mr. Mays was, quote, "not allowed to show any apartments to African Americans," end quote. Neighbor Omar Abdullah believes the $850,000 penalty is just a start.
If somebody was discriminated against, I think that they should be monetarily rewarded. I think that would be fair.
Fair housing laws in this country are going to be vigorously enforced, and that people who aren't willing to abide by them are going to pay a very stiff financial penalty.
And the $850,000 settlement will be split up, $650,000 in damages and attorney fees to the plaintiffs and several former residents and property managers, $175,000 to 11 additional residents, and $25,000 in civil penalties to the U.S. government. On your side, I'm troubleshooter Joe Paganakis.
Thank you, Joe. And residents who believe they're victims of housing discrimination can report it to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, also called HUD. Or they can file a complaint with the U.S. Department of Justice by calling its hotline at 800-896-7743. Links to both of these agencies are posted for you on Newsnet 5.